Field here in Atlanta. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he spins right by him. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. And now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script drop. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Young working from the gun. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Play action now. Young. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game. But he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I can assure you of one thing, that carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
First down.
Kate, I think I can even feel it up here in the booth. You feel this offensive line just gaining confidence. When you get chunk run after chunk run in this league, boy, those big guys say, feed the run game.
Finds London on the slant. And they bring him down around the 34.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
34-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Penix. Running it off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Penix here from the gun. That one's caught by Mooney. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another carry for Robinson. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Falcons first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. To the air with Penix. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Young. This is reeled in by Leggett. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Sending a receiver left. Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Here's the give to Dowdle. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Young. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Okay, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Lays out. What a catch! It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Tight end in motion left. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Xavier Leggett the target on that throw. And it's 3rd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get to...
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods picks it.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially in the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the 2nd time. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Second and 19.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's second and 19. Penix working from the gun. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
Third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Third and long for him here. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up fourth and long.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
And he gets it away from his end zone. He'll take it in short of midfield. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, second and long. Young looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Third and long, Young. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that brings up fourth and long.
Plain zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Penix. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. They'll throw, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. Panthers with Trevor Etienne deep to return. Picked up at the 38. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Panthers set to take the field. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there, and now they face second down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. And we just see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
It's Young to throw here on 1st. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Young working from the gun. Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
The 13-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. Here's Young on 1st and 10. And he has has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. Yeah, both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Carter on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Penix here from the gun. That one's caught by Mooney. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
He has room past the 25. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. It's inside the 10. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Gonzalez now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Panthers 7. Bradley Pinion.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Hubbard with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panther offense headed out to the field. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Young to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Flushed out now to his left. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Sam Martin on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Falcons, running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Penix. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Putting the tight end in motion. Penix throwing, 3rd and 2. That one complete to Pitts. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
drive now on first down. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. A toss snap to Robinson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Penix on 3rd down. Gets this one to London. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Robinson on the inside give. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. To the air with Penix. Finds London on the slant. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Penix on the sneak. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
A gain of 1.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Trevor Etienne to return this. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Young hangs on to it. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. I'll air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Falcons, the running back was John Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Now Penix off the play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Penix now to throw. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. On the give, here's Robinson. On the move, past the 40. And he takes it down to the 33. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. 2nd down coming up. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Falcons in trouble with 2nd and 15. Penix working from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Running back sent in motion. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And they stop him. He's marked out along that 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the 1st.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Now to give to Bijan. He dodged the tackle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. And it's looking to run with it. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Penix. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead.
Panthers 7.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. The Panthers headed out on offense again just before halftime. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. On play action, here's Young. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. That was Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Looking to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Here's the final play of our first half. The final throw before the break. Throwing for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. He has it at the 33. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. He takes it himself. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap now to Young. Has it in close. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
To number 18. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Young working from the gun. This one's caught. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Young on the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
A tight end in motion now. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
13 more yards. That's another Panthers first down. First and
I just
goal.
love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Hubbard will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Defense shows blitz. Yo! Oh, they get to it behind the line, and he loses the football! And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers start the second half with some needed points. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 10.
24. Panthers 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Carter on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. That touchdown cut the lead by a chunk, Brock, but it's still a 2-score game as they start this drive out. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
On second down, Robinson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
And the Falcons first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Staying with Robinson. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a pickup of 11, and the Falcons will have a first.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body, and these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
Going to the ground again on first. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers, and if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
From the shotgun, Penix. It is cut left side. And they get this down to the 28. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. They motion the tight end over. Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 27-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's running for it. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They'll send him over right. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing, Penix. We've got a screen to the running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Penix working from the gun. He's got London left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Falcons in possession, and they have set themselves up well to get the victory here. Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give them some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Young to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
To the air on first down, Young. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
And look at that, all that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game, you got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. They'll motion a tight end left. Young looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long, Young. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Carolina in punt formation. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Falcons, running back with John Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another carry for Robinson. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Now he'll heat this one deep down the right sideline. Brought in inside the 20. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
In the red zone now. He's going to keep it this time. And this one does not go far.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
At the 13-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Play action, here's Penix. Complete out to the right. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Penix on third down. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Two-point try coming. Penix and his offense getting set.
The Falcons will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that one's gone. Chad, couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the fourth.
Panthers 14.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for two, but that risk pays off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Hubbard with a return here. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panthers set to take the field. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. From the pistol, it's Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Young finds the in route complete. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. McMillan on the slant. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. The inside give to Darrell. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
The Falcons go in nickel, 3rd down. Out of the gun, Young. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Here's the give to Darrell. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Young working from the gun. Brought in right side. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st down, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Shotgun snap now to Young. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And he puts him air under this one, right side. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
The Falcons ready for their next possession. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. Gets this one to London. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee it. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
Tight end going in motion here. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons, well, they can probably just run away and hide. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
45-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're going to pass it here. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. And air it out on 3rd. Back to Pitts it goes. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. This was a game they had circled.